Welcome to the newsstand of the hottest new podcast, Opinions 2 Million, with your hosts, Big G, Money Mo, and Shawnee, where we'll be discussing the latest and greatest heat from the culture. Man, did you hear that beat drop? You ain't ready. Let's get straight into it. Opinions to reach 1 million followers, opinions to reach $1 million. New pod dropping every week. I officially welcome you to Opinions 2 Million podcast. Let the beat rock.
Welcome. We're back for another one. It's episode 18.
Yes, sir.
We got Money Mo. Yes, we got Big G.
Yes, sir.
Special guest Darius with us today.
Come on.
Yo, you already know. So we're gonna go ahead and send it over to Money Mo for the topics for today.
Yes, sir. Let's get to the topics, man. We got we're gonna start it off with the Young Boy versus Dirt versus NLE. You know what I'm saying? A huge hip hop break off. We're gonna talk about the money spread, spelling words challenge everybody trying to do. We're gonna talk about that Ye versus Kim, that drama they got going on. Jake Paul try to run sports. We're gonna talk about that one. It's been a crazy NFL weekend, the past weekend, and this whole playoffs in general. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that. We gotta talk about how black QBs are mistreated in the media in the NFL. We're gonna talk about the Big Ben retirement. Nobody cares, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about can men and women be friends? Could you have a partner who has a best friend in the opposite race? We're gonna talk about that one.
I can't wait till we get there.
We're gonna talk about
sex. This man both said opposite race.
Hey, I've been listening to a lot of Kevin Samuels, man. I can't wait till we get there.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
put Gary on that Kevin Samuels.
Hey Mo, I sent you a couple videos, man. The good brothers talking.
I'm gonna look at it. We're gonna talk about Joe Biden. He was talking about he said President Joe Biden said Dr. King's death was less important. George Floyd's death was more important than Dr. King's death.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about would you date a girl with Onlyfans? We all know we're gonna say, but we're gonna dig deep into it.
Come on, man.
Pastor Todd, one of the famous pastors were caught. It's something with spit. He did something nasty. We're gonna talk about that one. Athletes getting paid in crypto. We're gonna get our views on that one. And we're gonna finish it off with Brittany Renner arguing with the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Well, she sunned them clowns, yo.
Nah, she ain't said it. We're gonna get into that one.
Let me take a picture. Yo, give me 1 minute, yeah.
I got something for Gary on that one. Yeah. I got something for Gary on that one. We're gonna start off with it. You know it's crazy in 2022 when people defended Brittany Renner. We're gonna get on Gary for that one.
I'm done, yo.
Oh. Yes, sir. That young boy in Dirk will be crazy. But you heard NLE's the way where he coming from too.
I can't understand it. You're gonna have to explain that to me.
Oh yeah.
Don't nobody be cutting, man. Start it off, fellas.
Let's get it.
All right, man. We ready to get straight into it with that young boy and Dirt. Man, young boy broke the internet over this past week, man. He dropped the song that had everybody up in flames, where he was dissing O Block and saying he was smoking on that O Block pack. And then most recently, YB took to Instagram and started back the money spread challenge by saying, spelling out in $100 bills that y'all N-word's gonna die, right? And then we all know Dirk responded saying, well, hurry up.
Hurry up.
You know what I'm saying? So
Great facts.
what's your thoughts on it, man? What is y'all thinking on this whole situation? Man, this is really taking the music industry. It's like the Grand Canyon, man. Either you're on the West Coast or it looks like this may be a repeat of that Tupac Biggie beef, man. Either you on Dirt or you on Youngboy's side.
Facts.
I'm rocking with them TBG good brothers, man. That's where I'm at with it. Young boy really talking about what they live in. Young boy doing a whole bunch of moving to Utah to duck them good brothers, man. I'm not there. I'm not hopping on that bandwagon knowing that man fraud.
Facts. Hey, I think young boys hype is a little bit dying down a little bit.
No,
man,
you're tripping.
Kodak shot past them. Once Super Gremlin came out, that solidified that.
Oh,
Kodak got a strong
Super
fan
Gremlin
base.
saved Kodak, yo. Ain't nobody was
No.
checking for Kodak like that.
Man,
Even
come
more
on.
relevant than I give him credit for. I'm not the biggest Kodak fan, but he been staying. He been staying. He been staying in
Kodak,
but
the dope
Dirk
of this generation.
oh,
Staying relevant.
goodness.
Nah, you tripping with that.
It's like Dirk really on top of the game right now.
No, he's not.
That's something
Nah,
Gucci Man did.
I
A
feel
million
like-
No,
views,
Lil
like
Baby
12
and
hours.
Kodak on top of the game, yo. Stop giving
Them
Dirk
three.
credit.
I feel like Dirk is a more
Young
I
boy
feel like
son's
more
on.
mainstream. Like I know he might do Young Boy does numbers and all, but I feel like if you actually ask people, like I feel like Lil Durk is like more relevant in terms of like mainstream. I feel like all these like celebrity athletes like Lil Durk's music and like you see him posting and stuff. I don't really find anybody posting like Young Boy
Right.
stuff.
Yeah. That Dirk is like,
We do not have copyright.
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Man, but we all know what's going on with this Dirk and Young Boy beef, man. Personally, I feel like this is the first time Young Boy, everybody knows what's going on. This is the first time, like in the song and then the Instagram post with Young Boy kind of addressing the hit on, right? If it was a good move or not, we'll see in the long term. But we all know, man, like I don't give no points for Dirk responding. Man, I think both of Dirk's responses are corny, especially when you come in the fact, man, that man Dirk 30 plus, yo. Young Boy 22 years old, man. Yo, he's a Dirk, man. It's corny responding, and then the way he responded.
Check this out, man. Man is a man, yo.
Facts.
And NBA Young Boy went, look, check this out, man. He wants to step into a man's world, he gonna get treated like one. Come on. Look, he get locked up, they going to the same jail.
That's true though.
You taking it wrong. You act
Yo.
like I'm saying that he messing with a little kid. No, I'm saying like at a certain age, yo, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. You don't need to get on the internet. You 30 years old, yo. It's dead. You responding to it's 22. I ain't responding to nobody that's 22, yo. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
I understand what you're saying, but I
need
think
to
he's
get on the
losing.
internet and doing all that kind of goofy stuff, yo. Especially if you ain't started. Like you responding, yo.
Nah, I agree with you, but I do say on the other hand, yo, that Dirk losing in the public eye because they still ain't turned up for King Von.
Yeah, exactly.
Rondo out there dragging them balls by himself, ain't nothing happening.
Yeah.
Like Dirk gotta do something to make it look like he half of what he say he is. You know,
we all know he ain't. So I mean, public perception on. I even sent Mo to breakdown. Mo, you don't even want me to pull it up, but in every category, Young Boy washes Dirk, man.
But Dirk didn't get hot until 20.
Man, Dirk been in the game since 2013.
But
man.
he didn't get that
2012,
spark.
20. Dirk been in the game for 13 years. Young Boy,
laugh now,
yo,
cry
this
later.
chart, yo, number of plaques, platinums, goals, yo, albums #1. Young Boy smashes Dirk, yo. Dirk,
But if you put the numbers up,
it ain't no numbers
Dirk
to
really,
put up.
Dirk really just got hot.
Nah, Mo, don't give me that
2019.
excuse. Don't
Was
give me
laugh
that
now, cry
excuse,
later
yo.
feature.
man, I'm gonna tell you what's going on, man. Young Boy got famous taking that jailhouse mug picture with that Burberry shirt on, shooting the fucking air. Like he ain't shoot nobody. Like them boys on there bluffing. You know, that boy, what's his name? KD in a wheelchair, you know what I mean? A lot of that nigga, they smoking dump, man. Like, come on, man. He getting high off of losing, man, on the streets.
But the thing too is
on the numbers tip you winning.
But on the thing is though, King Von took the pressure off of Dirk. So Dirk felt like in terms of like that whole Southside BD. So them taking Von away, Dirk felt like, oh, they took like one of my closest people that could actually feed the people I'm around and stuff. So Dirk took that personally when you talk about old Black Pat and all that stuff.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. If they didn't snake Chief Keef out back in the day, y'all be getting money.
But Dirk gonna be bigger than
you gotta say that.
Chief.
No, he's not, Mo.
I'm talking Richard, money-wise.
Mo, you're tripping, yo.
Money-wise. Money-wise. You know it too. Money-wise.
No, money-wise.
Yeah, money-wise. I like Chief better than Dirk.
Back then,
I'm not even the biggest Dirk fan. I just respect what he doing. But Chief gonna go, bro. He got
Nah,
Gary,
yo.
he got to feed
yo.
ball out. He got to feed Tato.
No, I don't think you understand how this. I think Sosa's still getting big checks, yo. You
Getting
gotta
checks for, like,
understand.
gaming and stuff.
Nah, yo, you gotta. This how you gotta understand, yo.
But Gary, over Dirk right now though.
Dirk got on, right? Went cold, right? When he went cold, that deal he signed was not favorable. It's not like Dirk was one of these up and coming rappers that got hot with public opinion and then signed like Lil Pump. Like Lil Pump had the people on his side. You see what I'm saying? Dirk was already signed, yo. He was in the game 2014, 2015. He was cold as ice.
That Drake
cold
spark.
as ice.
That Drake spark laughed out, cried later, brought him back.
You know what I'm saying? Like the split he getting on his music, he ain't retaining none of that, yo. I'm
but
telling
that tour
you,
money is
he
going
in a
crazy.
360. He in a 360. They eating off everything. I'd be surprised if Dirk taking home. I'm surprised if Dirk taking home 20% of all the.
I think Dirk got like at least 10 million in his account. Keith probably got like 500,000, 1 million.
No, come on, man.
I'm back, yo. I'm tell y'all something, yo.
I'm talking about this money spread challenge, man. Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Oh.
The money spread challenge. Everybody trying to spell out stuff.
Man, look, all that niggas up there doing, people up there doing that money spread challenge with diapers and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all keep pumping up NBA YoungBoy. He's not what y'all say he is.
I'm with it.
them boys, Yoshi and them down there terrorizing now.
Yeah, Yoshi going crazy.
Come on, man. Yoshi done shot your cousin. He telling on him in the footwork. Come on now, man. You gotta stop hyping up YoungBoy because of these numbers, man. You gotta think YoungBoy fan base is kids. Grown men don't sit there and play stream shit all day, yo.
Oh,
them kids streaming shit from school to time they go to sleep, yo. I mean, the older cats.
So what you think Dirk when they get off work? What do you think Dirk
got like everybody?
No, he don't.
Dirk got a little bit of young boys. Dirk got a little bit of young boys.
He got the countryside. Gary don't know about the country fans.
I'm not listening to you.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you're a clown. I can't believe
Dirk is more marketable.
You supported that white man that denigrated you.
Oh my goodness.
You don't want to talk about that.
Mo was hanging around a couple people that was treating him like Uncle Tom. I mean, hey Gary, I went on Kinder Farm, man. He was telling Mo, fetch this, fetch that. Come on.
Was he on there?
We should have added a topic about Baltimore rap.
When we played basketball, it was like me, Joe Martin.
That's when I was putting Z together on the court.
Darius bought his blow his name. Dustin is.
I gave Z like 20 points up there cutting.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you let me score 20 points. You gave up 20.
I was up there cutting, man.
Man, we gonna
move on to that Kimmy Ye, man.
I remember when the first time I met Anthony, he was wearing Mandals. I couldn't believe it.
That was you. You was wearing that.
I was like,
he was wearing what?
Mandals, like man sandals.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's what Z-Shot and his brother was wearing that.
No, he used to do that back in private school with me, yo, wear them sandals, yo.
I was trying to tell him, I was like, yo.
Open toes.
Darius used to be late every day, bro.
The open toe sandals, man.
This man Darius is late every day, bro. What's going on with Kanye, man?
Man, they ain't let my man Kanye see his kids at the birthday party.
I'm gonna tell you something, yo, about yo. His ass so crazy, he ran that broad away, yo. Seriously, yo.
Yeah, he did.
Not putting.
That's what they were saying.
None of that on Kim. His ass is too crazy, yo.
But she really rejected him. Like she doing crazy stuff.
He embarrassed him.
I can see it.
Hey, but how do you embarrass her? I mean, I understand the whole idea of him being like crazy, but what did you do to embarrass her?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, yo. AB is a mini Kanye, yo. Kanye take that whole crazy shit to another level, yo. Seriously, yo.
But I tell you, AB's not crazy. He just don't need football.
Okay, this one thing.
AB's a narcissist.
He's a narcissist. Listen, Anthony, you know what I realized about one thing about AB? Like he says he makes one point and it's like, oh, I agree with you. No, he says one point and I agree with him. Okay, this is how you saw it. And the next day or the next week, he completely like destroys what he like. Before the game against the Buccaneers game against the playoff game, he was like Tom Brady. He was like Tom Brady, like go out and like the Bucs, whatever, right? Like you got this GOAT. And after they lost, he was so excited the Buccaneers lost. He switches like he says he's one-sided.
Yeah, but I don't think
Antonio Brown.
He was talking about CTE. I'm like, if you did the pre-draft before he got drafted, he was He was a funny kid. Like people talk about like he need to go to mental
But, I
institution
mean, I don't know.
and stuff.
He switches up because like
Yeah.
I hear a story and I agree with him. I'm like, damn, I know what you mean. I feel
But
you.
he's getting the
But then
media
he like the
attention. He's liking it though.
next day he'll just be like,
But he's making money off that at the same time.
I mean,
Staying in the media every day. He put on the Ravens uniform every single year. People are like, oh my God, AB to the Ravens.
I mean, that's what I mean. You look at like NFL analysts, if they aren't going to say something crazy or like Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith, they're not going to have a job.
Right.
If we want to do numbers, we got to say something. We got to say something.
Z right, because look what Jason Whitlock is. Jason Whitlock is one of them Clarence Thomas crazy guys, man.
Nah, he is super cool.
Come on, Jason Whitlock is never gonna get back on public television, man.
But AB, he could do. He's not saying nothing like.
No, he can
crazy.
Play. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I heard the third podcast. I agreed with it. And then he went.
But he doesn't need football. That's what I keep telling people. If he needed football,
yeah, I mean, of course, he's made
right.
enough where he doesn't need football. But I mean, he still has a skill where he can still play, right? And he wants to play too. It's two things. He has a skill and he wants to play. But it's like the things he does.
He wants to be a movie star actor.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But back to the initial topic, we were talking about Kim versus Ye.
Yeah.
We kind of.
It's a shame they didn't let that man see his kids, man. But
I
agree with Darius,
from,
it's something Ye did that's not out in the public for Kim to give 4 kids, and like it seemed like she repulsed by him. Even the story when Kanye said he went and got the sex tape from Ray J. They had an unreleased sex tape, and then brought it to her. She started crying, and then the next day she on SNL kissing Pete Davidson or something.
Yeah.
She did it on SNL.
He's a nutcase.
Whatever.
He's a nutcase.
Man, but
he
did something, man. So he brought the house across the street. Kanye said he ain't about to be no deadbeat out here, man. He gonna fight to be in his kid's father.
But the funny thing is, him and Julia Fox, the one he dating now, he always talk about Kim. I wonder how she feel, but she probably,
she just in it for the clout,
Yeah, she in it for the clout. You're right.
He's just dating her to get back at Kim. But,
yeah, exactly.
But what's weird about Kim is like, okay, she put up with him and she let him go, but she jumped straight to Pete. That was like his friend, right? Him and Pete were they friends?
They just had a picture together.
Okay.
Back in the past, like signing
him and Kid Cudi, and I thought they were all friends. They had a picture, but yeah. She jumped straight to it instead of like them just having like a separation or whatever. And I don't know. I mean, of course, there's a lot going on that we probably didn't know about. And then she held held it up for him for when everyone was calling him crazy, and she would still like back him up. But I guess there's something that he did that was like the last straw for her, and she was like, all right, well, now I can't do it.
Let me tell you something about that motherfucking Kim, yeah.
Hey,
Kim Hanks is crazy too. But see, Kanye had a good time. She was done her whole phase. He had a good wife that was done that whole stuff. But his ass turned that broad away. I'm telling you. Kanye is crazy. He cussed the whole. He cussed the whole
curse came after he rejected Amber. It's like she said, "Oh, nothing good is gonna happen to you." And
check this out, yo. Any man go online talking about a broad to the public, yo. Look, man, it's low, yo. You crazy, yo. I don't even smell good on grown men, yo. Seriously, yo.
And what I tell people too is like, Kim acting this way for a reason. Like, it's no way she's gonna act this way for no reason. So all this stuff behind the scenes definitely something. We all know how Kanye is.
But the thing is, they not. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. No, what you about to say? I forgot about this.
The thing is, like, they not even slandering each other. Like, it's just that, he trying to see his kids, and he's saying that, he gonna fight, and they not gonna just kick to the curb. But it was a little goodwill. Travis Scott trying to probably get back in the public's favor once they said that joint starting to go viral, that he gave the address, because
I know
he big canceled right now, and ain't nobody touching Travis Scott at the Astro World joint.
And he might come back faster than I think he will. They talk about him. They talk about him come back to Coachella.
Man, I thought that.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, let that have been Justin Bieber concert. They wouldn't have said nothing about it, man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They don't like that color. They don't like that style winning, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're gonna get at you.
I got another topic I want to talk about. Well, that's part of one of the topics I said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I was going to talk about it's about the Black QB shit. I had a good little argument I just heard on the TV.
Yeah, let's go that one. Let's go that one first. Let's go to that one. And then
All right, so we talking about the
Yeah.
NFL, man. Yeah, I don't even really watch football, but this weekend, and I'll let y'all get the recap. That joint was crazy, man. I watched that Chief Bills game. That joint, yo, they scored what? It was like 25 points in the last like minute and 30 seconds of the game or something like that, man. That joint was crazy.
Right.
Let me tell you, yo, about that NFL, man, how they treating them brothers as quarterback. That man, Jimmy G, he got a similar record to Lamar. He got the same play style as Lamar. And to be honest, Jimmy G throw the ball inside the hashes. He don't throw outside the hashes. I never have heard the argument of Jimmy B not being a thrower of the football. Besides,
no. There's people that make the argument, but I'll say one thing: Lamar is definitely a lot faster. Lamar definitely can run more. There's no and he definitely has more arm strength. Huh?
He can throw better than him too. Come on, y'all.
I think.
Lamar got
Jimmy G. What's Jimmy G probably has more interceptions. I feel like he's a turnover.
But Jimmy G got one of the best.
But Jimmy G's a better winner though. Jimmy G wins.
No, he's not.
This is a
no,
hold on.
The team is winning, bro.
Hold on. I'll explain what I'm saying though. This is a second NFC Championship game, and he already made the Super Bowl once. So to say to win, I know you might say anything else, but like who
won that Packers game? Special team.
No, it's because the weather is.
But the NFC is just so trash, man. I'm just like,
for example,
but that's a bad comparison, Darius. You can't compare. Like they have two different play styles. Jimmy G and Lamar.
No, I'm talking about they got two different play styles, but they're throwing the ball style aligns very well. Jimmy G throws the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Lamar did do the ball in the middle of the field all his career except this year. He started pushing outside the numbers. The argument about Lamar's passing ability never gets hyped up to that point. Jimmy G's passing ability never gets talked about as much as Lamar's. It gets talked about, but not as much as Lamar.
Like even in the MVP season, he led the lead in pass touchdowns with Willie.
And he set out hella fourth quarters. But on that topic too, look what Aaron Rodgers just did. Come on, if Lamar did that.
Exactly.
If Lamar did that at 24 years old, oh my God, yo. Look, they even call him Jamarcus Russell. Seriously.
But the sad thing was, I'm like, when Lamar was 21 years old, we lost to the Chargers in that wild card game. People talk about he can't win the playoffs. I'm like, this dude came in halfway through the season. He wasn't even the first QB drafted. He was like the last QB in the first round draft.
Now that is one thing. People
were judging him like he was supposed to be. People were like, "Oh, you can't win the playoffs." So I'm like, Justin Herbert never even made it to the playoffs.
This is my whole thing. First thing is, I'm not ignorant to the fact that he gets a lot of hate for no reason.
This is before the MVP, Z.
But the second thing you have to realize, like,
before
I'm not going to
MVP.
argue for him. I'm a Steelers fan, so I can't give him any. The Ravens, any player on the Ravens, any player on the Bengals, like I hate Joe Burrow too. I hate his guts.
Yeah, I hate that.
Right,
dude.
But it's like I can't like maybe I can respect it, but I can't say that Lamar is nice just because when he leaves the Ravens, if he's on a different team. You know, maybe if he wants to join the Steelers, we can talk.
Yeah, stop it. He ain't leaving.
Listen,
if he doesn't get that contract extension, you know, things might get a little.
He's staying, bro.
Locker room.
Nah, you got to get the contract extension, or they can't do nothing in free agency.
Bozeman, yeah.
Bozeman, let him walk. Go ahead and put Cologne Castillo as center. Let Bozeman walk. I'm tired of
Bozeman kind of nice. Anybody would take him in a heartbeat.
But look, if you give Lamar time in that pocket, bro, Jimmy G got the best offensive line, man.
Yo, when Lamar
Trent Williams has a clean pocket, it's a wrap.
The last time Lamar had time in that pocket was yonder last year, and Lamar picked defenses apart. 5 touchdowns against the Rams, Jalen Ramsey, all them boys over there. Come on, man.
Yeah. And Willie Snead was his best receiver.
Hollywood
was injured the whole year.
He was throwing Willie Snead, Seth. Where's Seth? What's his name? Seth Brown or something like that?
Them dudes not even in the league. Willie Snead not even in the league no more.
He on a fucking Eastern Motors car commercial, though. Come on, y'all. He's not even on Eastern Motors no more.
But T.J. Watt had to fall into Ronnie Stanley's ankle and injure him for 2 seasons straight.
I don't think Ronnie gonna play football again, man. I'm telling you.
His ankle flexibility.
I don't think Boyle gonna play. They're gonna have to cut that contract out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, it's like for me, I can't like you won't ever. I can't say anything good about the Ravens. It's like it's hard for me, right? Because as a Steelers fan, that's the one team you just hate. Like, I don't care the coaches down to like your GM might be he's a good scout.
No, that sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yeah. So,
but like it's crazy. Now the thing is, it's crazy how Joe Burrow got the golden crown The NFL now.
Nah, it annoys me. He gets that because it's like he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, I'm like,
I mean, I
no,
know
he's a beast. Don't get me wrong. But Jamari Chase catching the ball at their 10-yard line and he running the ball all the way to the 90-yard line and to the 10-yard line and the opposite. And he getting Joe Burrow getting all the credit.
Right.
No, I will say this about Joe Burrow. He can
He a
sling the
beast. He a
rock.
beast.
He's throwing the 2 number 1 receivers though. Jamar and T. Higgins.
Don't forget
Tyler
about
Boyd
Lamar.
is a solid number 2. Uzama is a solid top 10 tight end.
And Joe
But
Mixon
you
is the top
2
5.
number 1s and a solid number 2. Come on, yeah.
But people look.
Can we
Lamar
talk
didn't
about
have no
Apple?
running backs this year. Look how the Rams look with a running back. If Lamar, people keep forgetting Lamar lost all his running backs this year. If the Bengals didn't have Joe Mixon this year,
one good hit on Joe Burrow will set him apart.
Right. But people don't understand too. They just beat nobody is scared of the Raiders. Yes, the Titans are good, but they only beat the Raiders and the Titans. I give them credit. You know what I'm saying? They might pick the Chiefs. They're gonna pick the Chiefs defense apart. But
you guys think Joe Burrow's gonna like? I don't know. How do you guys feel about Joe Burrow?
I hate defending him.
I mean, I hate him. I can't even say he's good. I feel like something's gonna happen. He's just not built for it.
He's a little too cocky right now. He a little too cocky.
Yeah, he's too full of himself.
If Lamar said all the stuff he was saying, he would have if he would have shot Lamar.
Nah, Lamar's a good ass dude, yo. Like,
he's humble too.
Media, yeah, he's humble. Like, he'd be like joking around, like, okay, I'm getting on with my Ravens like trash.
Like a sudden, but they try to like.
Is he a player hater for real, man?
Nah, player. I'm a Raven hater. I'm a Bengals hater. I'm a Browns. Browns don't even talk about it. They can't even do anything for anybody to even talk about.
But let's go Chiefs. I don't care about Jackson Mahomes. I don't want no division rival to win it.
But I don't want
go to the Super Bowl.
I don't want the Chiefs to win because they're not.
But I don't want. We don't want a division rival in general.
Yeah.
Chiefs. They're going. Hopefully they lose.
Yeah, the games were crazy in general this weekend. We had all 4 games went down to the last possession, which was wild. And overtime team.
That's why it's the best sport.
How do you guys feel about
like
the overtime
Chiefs,
thing?
yo? That's crazy.
No, I don't want them to be. I want them to be the Bengals.
Yeah,
I don't want the Chiefs. I want them to be the
Chiefs
Bengals.
can lose in the Super Bowl. I don't care anybody.
Yeah, I want them to. If they make it to the Super Bowl, that's when I want them to lose.
Exactly.
Rams,
we can't have the
go.
Bengals win this weekend.
I need Odell to get his ring.
Nah, I think this was one of the craziest weekends of football, man. I definitely think that Bills
that game is going to go down in history. That was
that's the most definitely. I definitely think that's going to be better than the Super Bowl, man.
How you feel about the overtime rule?
You think he should get another chance? I don't know, man. That's the rule.
I like it. I like the rule.
Yeah.
What it is.
Because you got to win the coin toss, and if you score a field goal, the other team gets a chance.
Nobody complained about the rule.
Andy Reid did make a maybe they can change it that if the first team scores, no matter how, the other team at least gets one chance, right?
One chance, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. If you can't score, if you can't get a touchdown, if they get a touchdown, it's done. And of course, if you can't get you don't want to field goal if they get a touchdown. But I mean, it's fair. They won the toss. That's the whole like suspense of it. Like your defense, it's a team game. Your defense has got to put up and stop. So
yeah, but they never complained about this shit before.
I mean, no, they said the Chiefs.
2018. 20 in the Patriots. But I like that rule, man.
Yeah, no, I think anybody does. But Andy Reid was, I mean, the guy that won, the coach, he was like, oh, both teams should get a chance because he knew how it felt because he's been in that situation before. But
yeah, it's what it is, man. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Let's keep this joint moving, man. Jake Paul is on a mission, man. Jake Paul been in the news a lot lately, man. They said Jake Paul made $40 million from social media / his boxing career, man. He really out here putting in work in these streets. And then most recently, Jake Paul invested in the company Endeavor, which is a parent company of the UFC, and he now has possession of 4 board seats, man. He not playing with Dana White, man. What's your thoughts on this? Yo said you ain't gonna let me fight. You ain't gonna let the UFC fighters fight me, and you ain't gonna give them better pay and healthcare and stuff, man. Yo said I'm gonna take this from a business aspect. I know Dana's heated after this joint.
Yeah, and that's the flaw with I think UFC is that one man control is what's killing it. Like with boxing, you got a lot of behind the scenes people, like Al Heyman. You got a lot of behind the scenes people, but it's not controlled by. Yeah, you don't, but the hype is way better than the UFC. Because the whole deal of being undefeated.
Because it's the thing. It's like you take everything under one person, so they're the promoter. You know what I'm saying? They're holding the fights and the events and everything. So it's like everything is essential. As they promote you, you know, it builds up the brand of the UFC, but with the boxing and other kind of stuff, man, it's too many people with vested interest to hold out, and all these different bouts, man, all that stuff is unnecessary. What I'm saying? But the flaw, like there is a flaw. I think there should be a little more checks and balances to the UFC. But this man, Jake Paul, saying that he got a long laundry list of stuff he want Dana White to do. So I think this is the strategic move, man, and we're gonna see how it play out.
Yeah, he taking over, man. It's like at first I used to try it. I used to like hate on him, but like
you wasn't feeling it, man.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it, but I gotta respect it. Like when people say when you don't believe somebody and they actually pull it off, it's like, yeah, you got it. Like when Donald Trump was before he was president, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, he really
you're gonna get hate for that, yo. They always talk about you referencing Trump.
I'm saying he fooled us. Like he really, nobody would have ever thought that.
I secretly voted for Trump, yo. He always bringing them up.
That's a random parking, man.
Hey man, Trump was entertaining, man. He gave us entertainment. End of the day, presidency don't even affect us. Y'all can't name one time a president really affected you.
And Biden ready to start World War III. What you mean?
I know, that's all. We need a younger president. We need a younger president, General, though.
He's like,
what you mean? You got to be 40 at least to run.
I know, but not 70, close to 70. Might have like that.
There should be a max and a minimum limit. It should be like, all right, you got to be
a max. I'm done, man. Let's go ahead and get into this next topic, man.
But that's my President Biden, the man.
Have a lot of topics on this joint, man. This is a big thing.
Yes, sir.
People always talk about, and the question is, can men and women be platonic friends? Right?
Okay.
Can you be friends, or can they be friends as just like a general question? And then I guess personally, do you have any, women friends?
Let Mo answer that. Either one that's in that situation. Come on. Let Mo answer that.
Nah, she don't got no. She got a friend group with nobody. There's no like male friend. I would never let that happen, like a best friend.
Would you allowed to have girlfriends? Like girls that are friends?
Nah, I could let that happen. We always talk about that.
I'm saying could you have girls that are friends?
Oh nah, sounds like the dude. Nah, that's not even like a.
So what's your general stance? You don't think it's possible?
Not like a crazy like best friend. You know
that's how we talking about. We're not talking about like somebody you see every now and then. We talking about like that's who you hitting up. Like you ready to go out on the weekend, like you ready to do day-to-day stuff. Like that's who you hitting your man's or your lady up.
No, 100%. No, both ways.
You don't think it works like that?
Nah, it don't work. I feel like, especially if I had like a female friend, I feel like it's hard to be like a dude and not have like some type of feelings or something like that towards like a female friend that you know for a while. You know what I'm saying?
What most people say is like, all right, like, I can have, like, me personally, I don't think it's possible. I mean, you kind of start, and it's kind of like, it start from a young age, and we kind of just socialize that the boys hang out with the boys, and the girls hang out with the girls, right? So it's like, for you to break those lines, it's just a little weird. And like, at the end of the day, like, people always bring it up. It's like, are you really his friend? Or is that just somebody that's waiting for them?
Let me tell you something,
man. So what's the Kevin Samuels got to say, man?
Your girl tell you she had a homeboy, man. Come on, y'all had that homegirl. Y'all trying to crack me, play the friend role. Come on, yo. Seriously, yo. The girl said she got a guy friend, yo. It's low, yo. First of all, she don't look at you like no man. She think you a flunky. Come on, yo. But your girl for your girl to fix her mouth and say, I got my homeboy. Oh my God, yo.
Yeah. The only way is like you had a homegirl that was like a straight dyke. like a lady grind or something like that. Or she had she got a gay best friend, but he be with all the girls. And you
let the gay best friend slide. I can't do it, yo. I can't do it.
Nah, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Z though. So.
Yeah.
How you feeling? I can't do it.
But what if he's
we already have to cut this section out. Nah, yo, you gotta be honest. We cut this section out. Nah, yo, it's not flying.
Yeah, no, we're not cutting it out. Nah, I don't. It's too. Nah, it's like say if it was like say you had a girl best, like a
Nah, yo.
Who do we
Come
know? Who
on.
do we know in high school that was like that?
Okay, I'll be honest. Let me
You can use Shayla.
Yeah,
backtrack.
Shayla. Yeah, that's cool, Gary. That's cool though.
I'm saying if you're not in a relationship, right? If you're not in a relationship, as a guy, you can have girls that are friends, right? That you, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this happened to me, but I didn't think.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, certain situations, yeah, you might be like trying or whatever, but other times you can definitely use as a girl to just like, be there. But I don't think, I mean, but if you're in a relationship, I don't think that works. Just because, for one, the girl's not going to allow that to happen.
Nah, yo,
And
I
two,
can't
it's
have
like,
no another
and,
man
and
up in
then
my
then two,
business,
it's like
yo.
when you have a
Can't do
girl,
it.
you don't need that girl as a friend anymore, because that's what, even to like, even just to talk with, because then you have a relationship where you can just
Yeah,
All
it's
right, so
kind
y'all
of
getting
difficult.
too deep. Like, do you really think this show, like base level? Do you really think a man and a woman can be friends? Like, actually, they can be
I
friends.
don't think so. I don't think so, man.
No, it's no way,
Like,
bro.
but it's different. Like with us, Gary, like Bree. You know what I'm saying? That's way different. I
That's
feel
my
like,
cousin, though. That's different.
yeah, I'm saying like with me.
Yeah.
I'm not related. It's like, yo, I can't. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you never
Bree.
hitting Brie up and being like, let's chill.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
bro,
It's like group settings. I'm talking about like this is your person, like you hitting one-on-one moves with them. Group moves is
Yeah.
different. Like a friend group type joint, I can understand that.
even
right?
even group moves, because that group always gonna break off at the end of the night. Y'all came from
Yeah.
the bar, and she gonna freak off. And come on, man, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I can't. Personally, I can't. Like, if I can't. It depends.
So
I think
okay,
the only
let's switch.
only
it.
way would be
Do
like
you
a
think?
night, a super
No,
night.
hold up, back up. So do you? I mean,
This
not to just
motherfucker.
not forget Auntie for a second. Do you think a guy and a girl can be friends?
Super
If-
tight. Yo.
So no, but that's
Like-
what I'm saying. Can a guy and a girl? Can a guy and a girl
Personally,
be friends
personally,
if the
I
other
can't.
one is homosexual, right? So can that work if can you have a guy or a girl best friend that's a lesbian, and can a girl have a guy best friend that's gay? Do you guys think that
Whatever
works?
your gender identity is, it's a no, yo.
You think it's a
Yeah,
no?
I don't care what it is.
Auntie's like, yeah, I'm about to talk to my girl.
We ready to get Mo in
Nah.
trouble, yo.
Nah, see, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if the person is identifies as homosexual, then it's like, what is he gonna do? I mean, I hope he doesn't change.
don't
He's like,
know.
all right, well,
This man Darius crazy. This man Darius crazy.
This really has to be another what's the name episode, yo.
End of the day, I can't. You know what I'm saying? She had a guy best friend. I couldn't do it. I'd be like, nah, we ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? We established that.
yeah, I mean, I thought that's known. That's not.
Yeah, that's like an
I mean,
establishment
but
thing. Like, it's like, yeah,
So is that a deal breaker?
it's a deal breaker.
Or is it like, all right, I entertain
That's a
it,
red
but when we
flag.
take
That's
it
a
to
red
the
flag more
Yeah.
than
we
anything.
take it to
it's
the
a
next
deal-
level, it's like, all
it's
right,
a
you
deal
gotta deal
breaker.
with that.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
deal
like a
breaker.
red flag where it's like, all right. Well, you
100%.
see people trying to go into it, but it's like you see that's a flag. Like, don't do it, right? Like, be alert. Like,
Yeah.
All right. So
Facts.
looks like we
That's,
came to some consensus on that joint.
We're gonna talk about more of this girl stuff on a couple topics today.
Y'all brothers, man, y'all type of cats, man, and let y'all wife, you know what I mean, have a work husband, you know what I mean? Like that.
Nah, yo, work husband is different, yo. That's
whoa,
different.
oh, you think
Oh, you
you
mean-
agree
you
with that, Gary?
No, that's
What?
definitely cheating. The work husband is cheating.
Yeah, cheating, bro. Wait, hold on, Gary.
But that's what
hold
Gary
up.
meant. That's what Gary meant, though.
Come on, Z.
okay.
You ain't gonna act like in the professional world they don't be having work husbands at work, yo.
Come on, yeah, seriously.
Hey,
Yeah.
but being in the Navy, it's crazy. Like, especially being on that shit, seeing how these girls.
Dude,
What?
wow.
Yeah, it's the
And
cold
he's like,
war.
they don't have a work husband, they have a morning husband.
I'm dying.
So
Yeah, it was
man.
crazy out there in the streets, man. What's the
Yeah.
next time?
So
He's like, they got a sea husband and then a land husband.
I'm dying.
Yeah,
they
we're
was
gonna
on
go
that
ahead and hit
side.
this next topic, man. There was a video floating around. We gotta break it up a little bit. Video floating around showing President Joe Biden making some remarks on Martin Luther King Day, saying that even Martin Luther King's death didn't have the impact that George Floyd's death had, man. What do y'all think about that? I think
guys
that's straight
think, yo.
disrespectful, yo.
I know.
It's
I'm
not
you
disrespect,
got to
bro.
think, but I'm.
He's saying that from a
honestly-
white man, an older white man point of view.
That's all I'm about to say. So
You
they
gotta
probably
think,
like,
yo. It's just like when white guys say the N word.
Yeah, they-
especially the young cats our age, they not looking at it as if my great granddad was a slave owner. They look at it as my homeboys accept me, and I'm cool with saying this. When he said that shit, he really meant it. That's how he believed based on the time he came up in.
Right.
And the only thing I think if you look at it in terms of like the impact that, I mean, rest in peace to both. I feel like George Floyd's just like in our era made such a big impact and made people more aware of what's going on. Obviously, Martin Luther King had that too, but I think Biden isn't in the place to be like, I feel like it's got to come from like the people that are within the community to make that statement or how they feel about
you think that George Floyd death had more impact than Martin Luther King?
I've personally seen it because I wasn't there for Martin Luther King. Obviously, I've seen like the end of segregation.
Trayvon had more impact than George Floyd.
But I feel like George Floyd just being like being in like modern day, I feel like this was really big. Like where I saw so many people be aware through social media and in terms of what's going on.
And this is the illusion. Social media is a straight illusion. If we're gonna really get down to it. What really did George Floyd do, yo? You had Black Lives Matter scam $90 million from the people. Ain't nobody seen no receipts on where that money goes to. What money you seen? What policy? The George Floyd, they got a George Floyd bill in Congress that ain't passed. It's been sitting there since he died.
Look, man,
you got an anti-lynching bill. You can't even get all that. Anti-lynching bill sitting in Congress right now. Yo, come on, yo. You can't gonna sit here and tell me that George Floyd dying had more impact than Martin Luther King, yo. You come on, yo.
No, but I'll say like this. I'm saying like before, like obviously we didn't know how. I mean, I wasn't alive when Martin Luther King during this time, right? So like being live during the George Floyd, there was so many videos and so much of like explanation of how Black people get treated differently at work. No, but I feel like that brought more awareness. Nobody. So I feel like more people
awareness ain't helping nobody. You need changes.
Yeah.
With Martin Luther King, change came. Ain't no change came.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, of course, we wouldn't have like
the only thing with George Floyd though is everybody kind of adapted to Black Lives Matter. That's the only thing. Because like in 2016, white people were saying, "Oh, all lives matter" and all that stuff, and then they started to feel bad for it. Once George Floyd died, they was like, okay, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, that white guilt was the only good. White guilt was the only good thing about in terms of like the media attention from that.
I gotta ask y'all a question outside.
But Trayvon Martin was big too. Yeah, what was it?
Are y'all? What party do y'all affiliate yourself with?
What party? What do you mean? Like Republican, Democrat?
Yeah.
We can't talk about that, so it's gonna get political.
I'm just answering. I don't even like care about politics like that. But I guess like the like it's crazy because like
party are you registered to vote?
I'm independent.
I'm a registered Democrat
because I'm against like stuff like abortion and stuff like that.
So I'm more on like the middle side though. I ain't far.
Yeah, I'm on the middle side. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like get deep into politics. I wouldn't be able to like
because there's flaws in both of them. So it's like I'm against abortion.
At the end of the day, it's just like just be independent. Like it's not like
yeah.
So you a registered independent?
No.
What are you, Darius? You are Democrat?
Gary's part of the Green Party.
I'm a Republican.
Yeah.
I'm dead, yeah. Z probably a Republican too.
No, I really don't know because I didn't even vote. Like I didn't. I'm gonna come out. I was registered to vote, but I didn't.
You don't know what party you registered for?
I'm probably a Democrat, Republican. It's either one of the. It's one of the big ones.
I mean,
I know it's not independent. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not independent. I just said that, but it's either Republican or Democrat. But I don't know what the difference is between the two. I mean, I know Obama was a Democrat, and
that's the thing.
Like, what's his name? Trump was a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
For media wise, like it's like a thing where it's like, okay, blacks for Democrats.
So basically, hit the base. Like, what is like the major like opposing?
Man, we ain't ready to go into all that right now. Yo. You have to schedule something for that, bro. I ain't no big politician anyway.
Yeah, I don't
really care that much. But nah, yo, like I think.
So where were you going with this, Darius? You asked a question. So what was next? Like, were you going to get somewhere?
I wanted to see. Republicans would have been like, of course, that Republicans would have been like George Floyd. They have more. I don't know. Republicans would have said one thing. Democrats would have said another thing based on.
Yeah. What is your whole view on this Martin Luther King, George Floyd? You haven't spoken on that. How do you feel about the
I'm a big Malcolm X fan to begin with, but George Floyd being killed, man, seriously, yo. I mean, like he was a criminal. He put the gun to the pregnant girl's stomach.
Hey, Yo, straight right wing. This man been listening to too much Alex Jones.
To sit there and idolize him like Dr. King.
No, there's no way you're being serious.
Look,
There's no way
they
you're
don't
being
even belong in the
serious.
same sentence. They don't even belong in the same sentence. Seriously.
I mean,
I know it came off crazy.
I mean, he ain't lying, but
Yeah, he not lying.
yo, this man. I'm
No,
dead, yo. Let's hit this.
before we move on to this from this topic, I'm just gonna say, being from the outside of the Black community, I just got more aware after George Floyd passing away how much you guys get the rights in terms of like housing and where like prices are higher for you guys, workplace. I thought it was just like people might have just thought that, but like I feel like when people hit the facts and showed the number, like through social media, that got me more aware of like, okay, this is an actual issue compared to before where people, like would just say that. But I feel like after the whole George Floyd thing, it brought more awareness to me. That's why I felt like this was like a really big like time frame in our history where it's like, all right.
Yeah, because people thought Colin Kaepernick was a terrorist at first. Then once they thought that white guilt happened and all that, they was like, oh,
I mean,
I know the same people that thought Colin Kaepernick was a terrorist in the beginning.
They saying Black Lives Matter.
They still think the same. Yeah, no, they still think the same thing. They haven't changed during the whole, because their mindset was the same before it started and even after. They haven't changed. How you feel about Kaepernick, by the way, Darius? I'm not standing.
I feel like Kaepernick, he had a good thing with the kneeling to get everybody's attention. But during the temper tantrum, that feminine energy he was bringing in, have this broad speak for him about the Ray Lewis shit, and what I mean? They want to put you in a tryout, and you doing that nut ass shit. Like that's when you lost me there. You're doing too much. But as far as the kneeling and standing on that shit, I like it. But you know what I mean? All that having
there were soldiers. It's funny because there were soldiers that were okay with him kneeling. That's how it's done in the military, right? It's not like he was disrespect. Like you taking a kneel. It's not like.
I mean, let's keep it all the way a stat. At first, he was sitting on the bench. It was a soldier that approached him that told him to kneel. That was more respectful.
Right.
But man,
it's the general public that hates him or saying that kneeling was even bad.
It's just all the low key racists. The people that don't say they're racist, but they are. They don't say it out loud.
Man, some of this stuff, like, you gotta really. This is what I think. Like, a lot of this stuff at the end of the day really don't matter. But you gotta think most people live in mundane, boring lives, right? So little things like this give them something to talk about. So there's a lot of fake outrage, and then with social media and the just being immersed in so much information you get, just like the George Floyd, like Martin Luther King thing, like as far as like awareness, we all know that the way that George Floyd death spread, but action ain't nothing really happened. Ain't nothing really happened in the death of Martin Luther King. Action really took place. Like you literally got a bill for George Floyd sitting in the Congress that ain't moved since he died. Like in all of that world, I mean, like they was really protesting all around the world. It wasn't just in the States, all 50 states, Europe, New Zealand, like they literally Australia, like they was marching.
Yeah, everywhere. That's the craziest thing. Yeah,
it ain't nothing changed. So
it woke, but it did. But I would say it did wake up more other countries because of the social media thing. Like I'm not sure. Like from the media thing,
lip service ain't doing nothing, man. Let's go. We're gonna keep it on lighter topic, man. I think it was YB in the mirror, yo. He tweeted out, man. Is y'all dating OnlyFans girls, man? You dating a girl with an OnlyFans, man?
No,
let's get into it.
I'm gonna tell you something, yo. I'm glad I got there, yo. You can't date no broads with OnlyFans. You can't date no servers. You can't date no bartenders, and you can't date no motherfucking broads that work for a construction company as the accountant, yo. Seriously.
Oh yeah, they be getting rowing rant.
This man is taking the book straight from Kevin.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing with the fresh and fit and people like I'm like what is the integrity of girls when they have kids in the future and they know their moms got OnlyFans? Like that's like one of the craziest things you have, the most embarrassing thing you have knowing your mom's.
I'm only dating a girl. He's like, I'm only dating a girl if I'm her OnlyFans.
Well done, yo. Like girls are losing integrity. It's crazy.
All the
Like-
cash out, man. They cash out,
Right.
make 30K, and then live in the rest. Like it was even a case recently where the one of the police officers had to quit, but she got paid out like $30,000 because the rest of the staff, the rest of the police officers found out about her OnlyFans, yo. The joint is like, you got chicks really out here selling their soul to make a couple extra dollars on the internet.
But,
So,
And that's
but in
It's
all
wild that
honesty,
people are
on man
buying
time,
them. It's what
pussy
what-
costs, yo. Pussy costs. That's just when it come with it, yo. Unless you want to bum niggas that need to bum guys that live with the, you know what I mean, broad. Come on, man. Seriously, yo. Pussy costs,
Yeah.
man.
I
Look,
mean,
I hope a girl out on OnlyFans. Come on, yo. I mean, what's $10? I mean,
no,
But it's
Yeah,
like,
but it's
why-
just-
you
why- I feel
buying?
like, well,
That's another conversation. You buying OnlyFans? Oh nah, yo.
I bought a few of them.
Oh nah, yo. You tripping?
Especially, bro, you want to see, I mean, with the high school, where you want to see what they working with.
hey, yo.
Yeah.
Bro, you buying
Look,
OnlyFans?
man,
Nah, I can't. You know what I'm saying, man. But
I'm
speaking
okay.
from some people,
I'm not there.
speaking
Yeah,
for
come
some
on,
people,
yo.
like on my ship and stuff, I do understand what Darius is saying. Like a lot of people, like on my ship, they were interested in like girls they never seen. Not me, you know what I'm saying? But it was like dudes on my they interested, like, oh, a girl I used to get
I
in high
know
school
Gary
with.
was up there using that Capital One card for that only.
Yeah, right,
Hey,
yo.
yo.
Hey, look, hey Mo, hey Mo,
Hey,
hey Mo. Let Gary pull up his cash app. All them Savannah Park bunnies in there, man. Yeah, video chat. Come on, man.
Y'all a clown.
Yeah.
Z Sean too, man. Z
Yo,
Sean
no,
too.
no.
Yo,
Nah, nah.
Z, you
Z
buying
Sean, look,
OnlyFans?
No,
Hey,
why?
Mo.
I feel like it's like why? Why would you pay
Z
for it?
Sean
Like,
telling the
nah.
girls, yeah, I'm in the cybersecurity world, babe. You change your life. It's a lot more.
Yo,
than
like
that
you say
came
my
from.
name, I got an extra $2 for you.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah,
Uh,
it's good.
Dead, yo.
But one thing that don't leave the internet ever is stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's stuck on the internet forever. So it's
Yeah,
like I
most
said, the
definitely.
thing with just having kids, man. Like it's like they gonna make fun of you, like, yeah, I got your mom online doing this.
Could you imagine, yo?
yeah, like a kid, like he would get roasted.
People not
in,
really
like
talking
elementary
about
school,
that
like
part.
trying to like fight with
Yeah.
somebody.
Exactly.
Yo.
And you losing your like I hate to say it, like girl, they lose their value. Just like being out there, like it's just crazy.
Yo.
Like and then they
And
try
no,
to
they
live
don't
that.
use their value, yo, because
I'm
some of
talking
these guys,
Not losing it, but yeah, some of these guys are suckers, but like it's not gonna.
some
I
of
don't
these
think it'll
guys,
last.
They call
they will
simps, yo.
listen, they will
Yeah.
cuff the broad with the OnlyFans and 4 kids by 3 different guys. They will cuff the
Yeah.
broad. They got the OnlyFans.
You're right.
and
You're
the
right.
bartender at the
That's
bar.
You
There's a
cuffing
lot
her?
of guys. You know what I mean? I see a couple of you young men, you know what I mean, from Savannah Park doing it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right. You ain't
Yeah.
seeing nobody over here
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
no stuff like
I'm
that.
messing with y'all.
That's
Y'all
all
messing
you,
with
Darius. You trying to put your dirty work on us.
that.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
is true though, yo. And then look, as soon as they cuff the broad like that, you know, don't park up there and tree and tell your homeboy you cuffing the freak. He end up killing you, yo, going in your mouth out that girl, yo. Seriously.
Yeah. But like we said, like Darius saying though, maybe we won't do it, but it's not everybody got the same mindset.
Nah, okay, forget. There is a market out there for it. There's people that
Yeah,
are
it definitely
paying
is.
top dollar
Yeah.
for it. So it's like, even if we all are
Darius.
saying we won't do it other than Darius, there's people out there like Darius that are paying top dollar.
And
for it.
it's a market.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
market
trying
that
to see
people
the
like,
high school chick.
and it's a market for people that like older women too.
Darius, like,
People
now that I
saying
think
like
about it,
OnlyFans. People say the
Yeah, right.
OnlyFans chicks won't have a job at 40, but it's a market out there. People love them older women.
All right,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
There's
It's a
different
side
levels
hustle if
to it.
anything
Like,
else for 'em,
not
bro. They
everybody is busting it wide open on OnlyFans. Like, what if your girl's only
Yeah.
on there
Like
selling
selling feet
feet
pics.
pics, or one girl was on there making crazy money selling farts? Could you deal with
Jesus,
that?
look.
Or is
couldn't
it,
do
or
it.
is the,
How
or
do you
is
know
it
about this,
gateway?
Jerry?
You think it's a gateway?
Yeah.
It was on the
I couldn't-
internet, yo.
I couldn't do
Or
I
you
need
think
more
it's like
activities, man.
gateway, yo? As soon as you get in there, you get a little money. You see how easy it is. You know, you get that private chat. Be like, you know, $1,000. Let me.
All right,
see
look at
that.
this. Look at this one. If somebody's like, yo, we'll pay you $100 selfie pics from you, would you do it?
Nah, yo.
I couldn't do it. I just don't like being associated with that type of stuff, man. So I couldn't get a girl that's associated with that type of
And
stuff.
then you gotta watch out.
No. You can't cuff a girl. You can't have a girl good freak. She got an OnlyFans. You take her out to eat and shit like that. But it's not the girl you try to take on a trip. I mean, you can take on a trip if you really got the bread to do so, but that's not the girl you bring home to your peoples and meet. Let your homeboys meet her. You know what I mean? Like,
Let me ask you this, Darius. You go on the first date with a girl, right? And she pull up and bring a kid. What you doing? This is a question.
I'm not there, yo. Look, I'm not there yet because yo, what if she got a crazy ass baby father? Find out, I'm around your kid, man. Next thing you know, you'll put that 9mm Glock 19 on you. Come on, I'm not there yet. I'm not.
I was just checking. Yeah, I was checking because it ain't too far from being there buying OnlyFans, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
slippery slope.
Hey, look, a lot of girls. I'm 26. A lot of girls having kids now. Yo, so by the time I have kids, it's gonna be not that many girls without kids.
Right,
but
right,
I'm
right.
not there. I'm not there playing stepdad and no broad kid. Yeah, seriously, yo.
Yeah.
Look, I get that little rascal something to eat. You feel me? Come on the way over the house, man. He want to see this peach in a 2-liter, but come on, yo. Ain't no way I'm taking no family picture with no other man kid, yo. I'm not there, bro.
Yeah.
That's a whole burden on you.
But like we said before, it's a market out there. Like I know a couple dudes with the high school with they wifed up chicks that got 2 kids. I'm like, yo.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey, Mo, me and you both know.
Hey, Mo, you messed up
crazy. Now I wouldn't even talk about that one, but I know more though. I know more.
This man real crazy, yeah.
I know.
Who is this
guys
reference
out
to?
here having. I know girls out here.
Who is this reference to? He's like, I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, like the only way in my situation, I got kids now, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? If
you got kids, so say
I got it, you know what I'm saying, in the future.
In the worst case scenario, you and your girl don't work out. It's cool for you to go mess with a girl with kids.
Exactly. That's the only way. But if I had no kids, there's no way I'm married.
No way. Yeah, look.
It's no way. Yeah.
Look, man. That little bastard be eating Little Caesars, man. Seriously, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I'm dead, yo. I'm dead.
I'm joking.
We're gonna hit this next joint, yo. Y'all know anything about this Pastor Todd? I don't know much about this joint, yo.
Yeah, so he was like
Minister Jack.
He was like he demonstrated like putting, I think, like his own spit in like somebody's face, basically, like rubbing it on their face and telling them
he was rubbing on himself or something. He spit and then rubbed himself or something weird is going on. Yeah. Can't get down with them new age pastors.
And it's crazy because with pastors too, is like, don't get me wrong, none of us are perfect, but you can sense when a pastor or somebody trying to teach you about something. It's not like that. Is like kind of like not like a fake. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you he don't even quote stuff in the Bible. He just goes off like all motivational quotes and stuff like that. But I'm like,
you might be one of them. You know, you got the pastors, and then you got the people coming out every then that say they blessed by the holy favor. What do they call them people? The spiritual people, yo. They come in there doing miracles and
He's a lot of fun.
Oh, I just watched the video. He spit on his hand and rubbed it all over his face, bro. What the heck?
Yeah, that joke is crazy.
I don't know if we can't show it in the video, but on the podcast, but that's dirty work, man.
I can't get down with that joke. That's why they got a lot of people leaving the church now, man.
That's why people keep
a lot of people becoming too many church folks becoming fans of the pastors, man, instead of the word. Like
I'm gonna tell you something about them pastors, yo. That same pastor rubbing spit on people's head, doing that to somebody's wife. Next thing you know, that's the man pranking your wife. Yeah, I'm not there. That's
how it is.
Most women, yo.
Yeah, Jamal Bryant was out there wilding. Gary's man.
Hey, yo. My mom was really hating, bro.
It's like, hey, man, everybody deserves a second chance. That's my girl.
Hey, Gary and Z.
It's not my right.
Hey, Gary and Z, the double back real quick. I'm gonna ask y'all one last question about this. Say y'all meet the girl for real. She got everything matched. Check out, but she got a kid or two. Could y'all do something serious with her?
We already talked about it. We said
no. You and Z, you and Gary ain't say that.
No, we talked about it on a different podcast. We were asking you because you weren't on.
No, I'm saying, what would y'all say though?
I'm not messing with. It's a liability, yo. Nah, I can't do it.
Hey, Gary, you been listening to Kevin Samuels, man. I like to hear it, brother.
Yes, sir. You broke it down, yo. It's a liability, and it ain't worth it.
Right, not only that, though.
Let me ask you, what if Cardi B or Rihanna, or not Rihanna, Nicki came with the
bro?
The chances of that happen is slim to none, yo.
And not only that though, yo, you gotta think when you mess with a broad serious show, looks don't raise your kids, yo. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Look, you mess with a broad that look good, but she smoking while she pregnant, smoking a weed. You know what I mean? Come on, yo.
Yeah. And that's like the nature of a man too. It's like looks can only get you so far until
man, look, like Tex said, he said she don't want nobody with a six pack, she wants somebody with them bricks at. I mean, she don't want nobody looking like Ray Lewis, she wants somebody that got that chicken. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
And this is good to go on that Brittany Renner topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's coming
freak. She's a good freak.
Yeah, but it's like she was coming at the podcast saying like what were they saying about her name?
They truth her.
They were saying that Fresh and Fit teach their audience about people like her and all of that. But man, like the fans really switched up, man. They was hating on Brittany Renner, and now when they did the pod with academics and Fresh and Fit and Brittany Renner, and they switched, man. They eating Fresh and Fit alive.
What did they say about academics? It was like you fucked 30 bitches.
Yo, no, yeah, yo. But the thing about Act 2, he know the game now. Because it's just, but it, I'm defending the Fresh and Fit podcast. I'm like, she's perfect person.
Man, I think they
because it's just like with Brittany Renner, she wrote a whole book. She finessed people. She went to colleges to recruit kids and stuff like that. Like it's like their job is to warn people about people like her. Like she even went on an interview with the.
Why did they have her on? It's like you should have came well prepared if you were gonna have her on.
Or blindsided them, yo.
Yeah.
But nah, yo, isn't that the woman's job to secure the best man for herself?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they just demand it too much when they don't have nothing. That's what like they try to come at. They try to
to that old age saying what you bring to the table.
Right.
Right. But obviously with her, I mean, she got like, I don't think it necessarily like the matrix don't apply to her. Like she's kind of broke that joint and is exercising outside of the matrix.
Right. Yeah, that's big too. But
what's your thoughts? So y'all think you saying, nah, we talked about the Fresh and Fit and the black women joint, man. I just think they're corny. I don't think they practice what they preach. And at the end of the day, it's like the stuff they be preaching. What is the end goal? Are you trying to get married, or what do you want? Like, you really out here just trying to pick up women for the rest of the life. You don't want nothing more than every weekend to have a new broad. Like, man, that's wild. Like, what is you doing, yo?
That's why I was kind of worried about Kevin Samuel. Like, what points he would kind of get like out of topics to run out to. But like,
the truth hurt, yo. They saying Kevin Samuel's gay. They saying Kevin Samuel's this. That's the
what they call it. What do you call it? Sign language. Shame, insults, guilt. The need to be right. That's what they hit you with. First they shame you. True. They say you're gay. Then they hit you with the insults. Then the guilt. Oh, your mother. Why don't you like your mother? Oh, your mother this. They try to guilt you. And then they hit you with that need to be right.
Hey, look. Hey, Garrett, that's a little side note, but anytime you break up with a broad, they're going to say you're gay, you broke, you got a little dick, you got mommy issues.
Yeah.
Or you crazy. You know what I mean? Come on, yo. I mean, I'm not there, yo. You know what I mean?
They're going to be, It's crazy. I'm like, but what their podcast like on Miami Beach or something, so they can always get people coming in.
Yeah. So and then it's like to the tailored audience, like what they saying might be true in Miami because everybody looking to level up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what is your end goal? And that's why I kind of laid off that manosphere stuff because it's like with most of the people, their end goal only is just to pick women up, more women. Like, man, that ain't doing nothing for you. You got to leave a legacy in this world, and the legacy ain't how many women you had throughout your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they were trying to say, like women were trying to argue with the double standards. They're like, oh, a man can sleep with 30 women and not be shamed, but we sleep with 30 dudes and not be shamed. But I feel like it's a reason for double standard at the end of the day as well.
Yo, that's why the Bible didn't make man and woman equal.
Right, exactly.
Like, this old progressive stuff, man. This is the reason why these kids coming up there talking about they ain't got no gender.
It's getting crazy. Everybody falling away from.
I went to Poets and Busboys in DC. They had a gender neutral bathroom. Yo, that shit was so
Oh my
uncomfortable,
gosh.
yo. You got
Yo.
guys walking their girlfriend to the bathroom because the shit not right, yo. Like, come on, yo.
That's crazy,
Come on, yo. Everybody got their own stall, but come on, yo. You got guys sitting outside the bathroom just to make sure they come on, yo. And it's low.
man.
It's low, yo. Seriously, yo.
Hey, God coming back, man.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
How you feel about that, Gary? Hey, Gary Obama, how you feel about that?
Hey, yo, I said I'm in the middle, yo. I'm not down with that stuff, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Hey.
And it's either XX or XY. That's it. And ain't no in between. Ain't nothing of that. You know what I'm saying? That's
End of
all
the
I got
day,
to say.
yeah. Like, we all religious men, so it's like,
All right,
you
man.
know
We
what
gotta
that
end
we
on a happy note, man.
I
Darius,
just
come
want to
on, man.
say.
Oh, what's going
just
on?
want to say before we finish.
Now we got one more topic, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna save my.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? What's up with these Baltimore rappers, yo? What you got? What you doing? What's your top five?
I got to talk about all the Chicago cats, man.
King Los, like
Man, Baltimore never really got on, yo. What's your top
I know.
five?
YG
top
Tech
five
right,
Baltimore?
closest one.
Yeah.
Alive or dead? Scooter, my favorite rapper ever, but he did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It don't matter.
Top
Just
five.
top five out the city.
Tech, YG Tech, YMC Tez, you know what I mean? YMC Ant.
What's Stacks at? He's still Joe.
No, he stacks on. That's three. Scola, you know what I mean?
Right.
Fifth, I'll go ahead and throw D Nice on there. D Nice.
I'm gonna have to go with G Baby. G
Yo,
Baby.
y'all some random part boys. I ain't never heard a song in him in years, though. Seriously, yo.
More G Baby be rocking, yo. He don't used to have them hits. He ain't released no music in a minute, but back in the day.
He's I can't even name five.
G
for real.
Baby, Scola, Scooter, Moose.
Man, 100 like that.
You really Band Hunter don't really got no music.
Yeah,
though.
but that's the thing about Baltimore. Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to put Loose in there.
Yeah.
Mo.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like, cause I'm not like, but I go with because Lowe's not really. I know they're not really saying he like from the, also like Trench.
Oh my.
But I go with Low Scooter, YG Tech, Stacks was my man, and then Young Moose. But I'm not really. It's crazy because nobody really in the city going like mainstream.
It's
I
like
think
they bubble up.
YG Tech probably the closest one.
Yeah, it's like they get a mainstream song. Yeah, I bet Darius be listening to the Creek Boys whole time. It's like it's like they get a mainstream song and then it's just fizzle out, yo.
Come on, Mo, man.
Mo, you in the Matrix, yeah. Your service is nervous. Your service is nervous.
I mean, they got that. You hear me now? So.
Yeah, we can get you. We got you. He was like, "Can you hear me now?" AT&T.
Hey, what's this podcast name, yeah?
Opinions to billions.
Oh yeah, opinions to millions. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's I think
another guess. I
don't know.
I want to have more input on them. Yeah.
All right, bet. I'm always supposed to ask you if you wanted to talk about anything. You're slacking.
Man, Mo up there acting like, man.
He said the black.
Mo get around Martin. Hey, look, hey Gary. Mo get around Martin and Joe, and let me act different, man. Come on, y'all.
What the heck?
I'm dead.
This man tripping, man.
I'm dead. All right, Z.
Hey, before we finish out, I just got something to say. Today we found out the day that we're recording this that Ben Roethlisberger, the GOAT, the greatest QB of all time.
My goodness.
The owner,
goodness.
he has part ownership in the Ravens. Hold up, he owns part of the Ravens. He owns all of the Browns, and more than half ownership of the Bengals. He owns AFC North.
Who got the most recent Super Bowl?
The whole time he's been around. The last 2 years, he swept the Ravens.
With no
2021 season, 2022. He's been owning every part of the Ravens, and people talk about a rival between the Ravens.
All right, yo, wrap this up.
Hey, let me speak about Ben Roethlisberger.
They
Hey,
got a
what's your
valid
quarterback is
Victorian
retiring.
speech.
Mason Rudolph gonna win y'all team. So
But yeah, he just retired. It's hard. It's gonna be hard to see another quarterback for the Steelers other than him. But that's all I gotta say. Ready for the future, whatever we get.
Man, get
I
big.
miss playing y'all. Y'all wasn't the threat. I miss it.
You missed
Flacco
playing
got the
us. We wasn't
most-
a threat.
Flacco
We
got the
won
most-
four. We won the last 4 games against y'all.
Who got the most
Y'all don't
recent
even
Super
matter.
Bowl? Who got the most
Y'all
recent
don't
Super
even
Bowl?
matter.
Y'all last
If
Super
you're
Bowl
not
was in
winning,
middle
if
school.
you're not winning regular season games, why does Super Bowl even? That's not even a conversation for you. You got to win the regular season games between us before you can think about the Super
We
Bowl. All
can't.
right? Focus on beating the Steelers
Check
one
y'all
game at a
about
time.
something, man.
Yeah, Trey. Oh,
What's Darius' team?
Ravens.
49. The
Hey,
Jaguars.
Coming on Facebook. Come on now.
Jaguars.
Nah, I be seeing the snaps, so you'll be putting the Ozark show on there like he's a huge fan. What do you know
Yeah,
about Ozark?
Ozark is
I
I
was
good.
gonna
just
wrap
started
it up.
watching that shit, yo. Hey, yo, for example, yo, we got to talk about these broads and these broad next podcast. I talk about these
Yeah.
broads cheating, the level of trust you can have with these freaks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yo, you see what happened with that man, wife, yo, on camera getting cracked by other. Come on, yo, it's low, yo. You know what I mean?
For sure, we're gonna have Darius back for another episode. We got more to talk
Don't
about.
spoil nothing, you know what I mean? But that shit crazy, yo.
And we out.
Yes, sir.
All right, good brothers, man. Y'all stay safe, man.
Thanks for tuning in to Opinions to Million podcast. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. New episode dropping every week. You want to hop on the next one? Shoot us an email. Follow us on all social media at Opinions to Million. We out.